Hello everybody, my name is Zaz and I've got a bit of an interesting video. So recently I acquired a PS4 Pro which has a better graphics card along with a better processor, slightly better than the standard PS4. I was like, well okay, it's going to perform better then. And then I did a bit of research into SSDs. Yes, they are a lot better than mechanical hard drives. So what would happen if I put one in a PS4 Pro? So what we're going to do now is do a few loading times on the regular hard drive, which is what I've got currently in there, just the standard 1TB that came with the PS4 Pro. And then I'm going to put in this 500 gig SSD, which is of, it's the 850 EVO from Samsung. And I'm going to put that in and then do the exact same games and see how much quicker is this SSD and is it going to benefit me, or should I put it back into my other computer that I'm building? What should I do with it? What is the most beneficial? But if it's going to show high performance increases for my PS4 Pro, then maybe it's worth leaving it in there. So we're going to do that now. Okay, so the games that I've decided to do for this test are going to be Fortnite, because why not? Then we're going to do Black Ops 3, because most popular Call of Duty, I'm pretty sure. And then I'm going to do the last game, which name escapes me. I'm going to do Destiny 2. And basically the time is going to start from when I push X to when I am able to put user input in. As long as it's same for both, then it's a fair test. So we're going to start out with Fortnite. And after running the SSD, we notice it's 4 seconds faster than the standard mechanical hard drive. Is it really worth putting in an SSD for 4 seconds faster? Let's get on to the next game and find out if it's just 4 seconds. And after running the SSD and standard hard drive on Black Ops 3, we notice that there's a 11-second difference going from the standard to the SSD, 11 seconds quicker on the SSD, which is pretty ridiculous actually, considering that that's about 30% of the overall load time for the SSD that it's shaved off, if you want to look at it that way. But that's 11 seconds compared to the 4 from Fortnite. Let's get on to the third and final game, which is Destiny 2. So that wasn't very slow. It was pretty darn quick for such a hefty game, even on the regular hard drive. So we're going to now test Destiny 2 on the SSD. Just to wrap things up, as you can see here, I've made a quick little table to show the different games and the time saved. So for Fortnite, you save 4 seconds, Black Ops 3, 11 seconds, and Destiny 2, 0 seconds, because they were exactly this. The main reason for that is the really quick loading time as in general, 16 seconds instead of a minute, basically. So the difference there isn't nearly as significant. I definitely think that most games will have a shorter loading time, as seen here. The Fortnite may have been because there was an update, changes the loading time. Unfortunately, I couldn't really do anything about that because I'd already swapped out the hard drives. But Black Ops 3 gives us a very clear example of the SSD's capabilities in terms of loading games. But we also know that SSD or any type of hard drive doesn't just change the time it takes to load a game. It also takes the time to load into a game, as in when you start a mission, or just overall game smoothness. So there are different things I could test for in the future. If it's requested, I'm more than happy to do so. But just for today's video, we made it pretty straightforward just with testing the game's loading times, as that is something quite easily compared. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you would like me to do more tests on SSD versus standard hard drive, I'm more than happy to do that. From these results, I have decided that maybe it's best to use this hard drive elsewhere, although if I did have it spare, I would definitely leave it in there. But I do have other projects I'm working on, so to utilize the SSD to its full potential, I will be using it in another computer project instead. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and remember to leave a like, a comment, and any requests maybe that you would like to see in the future.